Hi, I'm Eben Miller with theaficionadolifestyle.com, and number 18 in our video series is what happens if your cigars get tainted by the dreaded little beetle. Tobacco beetles are horrible, and when they actually get into your stash, they can take out an entire collection fairly quickly if you allow them to do certain specific things. Now, it doesn't matter. The beetle is not brand specific, so the beetle can actually come as larvae inside of either your most expensive cigar or the cheapest piece that you have in your humidor. But what normally will happen is it will stay dormant, and it can't be seen when it's out in the growers' fields. It can't be seen. Even the larvae or the eggs that are being planted, they can't be seen, and so they can't be taken off during the rolling process, or they're not even noticed that they're there. They normally will hatch if your cigars get above 80 degrees. And so very important that you try to keep your cigars, or actually commit to keeping your cigars around the 70-degree area inside of your home or inside of your office. Now, one of the telltale signs of a beetle actually infesting your cigars is you'll notice maybe a small puncture hole, like the end of a pin or the end of a staple going inside of your cigar. If you have a beetle infestation. Remember I told you that it looks like there are puncture holes the size of a staple or the end of a staple? That right there is telltale sign that you may have beetles in your cigar humidor. And what you need to do is take drastic action right from the get-go and going through the 4-day, 4-day, and 1-day rehumidification and killing of all of your beetles in your cigar. You may not even see it. You may see the excrement from the beetle on the bottom of your humidor, and you'll see little small, for lack of a better word, turds on the bottom of your humidor. One of the things that you're really going to find out about as many times as you're going to find about when you're actually smoking your cigar. And somebody in the room or around you will turn to you and say, you know what? Your cigar smells like, and you know what? It's probably because that's what you're smoking. So one of the ways that you can get and protect your cigars, because a beetle normally likes to be in one cigar, will be in the cigar before it goes on to the next cigar. And what you want to do is instantly take your cigars and put them into a rigorous de-beetleizing process. First of all, you're going to take your cigars, be they in cellophane, be they inside of a Ziploc bag. And what you're going to do is you're going to put them into larger Ziploc bags, a few at a time. And what you want to do is triple bag your cigars. Triple bag your cigars, taking out as much air as you possibly can, and triple bagging your cigars. Then what you want to do is then put this bag directly into the freezer. And in the freezer, you're going to leave them for 4 days. 4 days. And that will kill off the beetle and any larvae that could possibly be in your cigars. The reason why you triple bag your cigars is to make sure that no penetration will get in from the freezer and destroy your cigars. So triple bagging is one of the things that I learned from a master Cuban roller, and that's the process that they do in case they come across some problems with their cigars. So as we discussed with finding a beetle in, let's say, inside of your humidor, and I showed you the two beetle marks, what you need to do, or you're going to have to do, is take some drastic measure and some drastic action. One of the first things down, of course, is you will take your cigars out of your humidor, and what you're going to want to do is triple bag them and put them into the freezer. So I have already done it, but I want to show you what you need to do in order to make sure that your cigars are safe when they're inside the freezer. So what I do is I always triple bag and sometimes even quadruple bag in the 2 times that I've found a beetle in one of my small humidors. But you'll bag them up. These are double bagged already in smaller quantities. and then what you do is you can put them in. Make sure you got plenty of space inside so they're not bumped up against each other. You're not hurting your cigars. Give them plenty of room. Don't be forcing them in. If you need to, go buy some more Ziploc bags, and then put them in your freezer. Now, as you're waiting for the 8.5 or 9 days of making sure your cigars do not have the beetle anymore, you're also going to want to clean your humidor. Now, one of the things that you can do is wipe it out, vacuum it out, make sure all the excrement is gone and any beetles that may be lurking around. But this is the only time that you will lightly wipe down your humidor. It will be with distilled water only and with very little moisture on the cloth. So make sure that you do that just nicely, quick, in and out, and let your humidor over the next 9 days acclimatize back to where it's supposed to be with its correct humidation in place. And like I said, it doesn't matter which cigar it is. Your Beetles don't care if it's your most expensive one or your least expensive. This right here is a premium, very, very long, and very, very wonderful cigar, and it's got the Beetles in it. So it doesn't matter if you're cheapest or your most expensive one. They can all possibly have Beetles, and they're undetectable by the roller at any time. The roller will not see that, and will just it's just because this cigar got above 80 degrees and the larva started out, and then the beetle hatched, and then you never know where it goes from there. It could have laid eggs in this. This one right here, I think, has been dead enough now that it probably doesn't have the Beetles in it anymore. All right. This next 9 days is critical for the health of your cigars and the extinguishing of your beetle problems in your process. So make sure you get a really tight seal on that. I double do it, triple do it. A fourth Ziploc bag are very, very needed. And now this is ready to go into the freezer of your freezer, and it's going to stay there for 4 days before you take it out, and then 4 days in the refrigerator to help it come down and acclimatize. And then the last step, which we are in right now, this has been now 8 days. I'm putting them next to my humidor and let them acclimatize for 12 hours, and then 12 to 24 hours is the recommended. Since I live in Florida in a very humid area, I'm going to let them stay for 12 hours. It's very nice here today, and then I'm going to repopulate my humidor with the cigars. Thanks for joining me here today. To view all 20 videos in our Cigar Basics series, go to learncigars.com and sign up, and we'll send you the entire collection free so you can expand your cigar knowledge. I'm Eben Miller with theaficionadolifestyle.com, and let's not forget, life's a pleasure.